I should finish the mermaid drawing. You haven't? Could have sworn you have 50 works too then. Those gifts. I mean, I haven't gifted. Just make it clear. I'm not. I'm never paid for a subscription or paid for any gift. I wouldn't be able to spend money on that. But I was assume most subs and gifts count. Paying for that. I don't know. It's yours. Because most cost thing. Let's see. I do have this one that I want to finish, and I've kind of started on it. Oh, didn't mean to press that button. So I must have landed on you, and I know I've seen your name. Well, yeah, that's yeah. I think I've been subbed more than once. I think. At least twice. I think. But it doesn't matter. Well, anyway. Oh no. Anyway, as I as I as I was trying to say, like I don't know what I was going to say. But everything should be back now. Okay, we're back. Yep. Whoa. So, where was I? Yeah. I got lost in, in what I was saying. Doesn't matter. I guess it. I guess it wasn't important. In well, a bunch of miners should be on the wheel of choice for April. Ooh. Well, I guess I'll have to keep an eye out to see if Bunny is being chosen. I wonder if Fun Fun is going to have an influence on the bunny. Well, we'll see how it turns out. No, the previous word you had was rabbits, therefore bunny wasn't included. As you as you said, synonyms were allowed. I think because a different word can still evoke a different idea or a drawing. I'll be sure to let you know. That would be very. So, oh yeah, would be a lot to keep track of. But yes, sounds sounds fun. I've been drawing some bunnies. No surprise there. I've I should I really should like redraw like an older drawing of mine just to see how much I've improved comparing the two. Maybe I'll just redo the whole sailor do like a before after. How would I draw Sailor Pon with my current set of skills? Alright, well I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, it's 13 hours of stream. 13 hours stream, that's a long time. Actually, yeah, I do have a good stream. Have a good sleep. Dream of dreams. And I hope you sleep well. As all. Longest I've done, I think, is 14 hours. But that's a very special situation. I will have the birthday, Ponpon's birthday stream. I do have the affiliate thing as well. I should probably do something special on those 2 days. I also reach 1,000 followers. I haven't done anything special that I think. Hi, Portugal. Nice to see you here. I will have to add a frog to this drawing. I mean, I can't leave Froggy out, can I? Right? So, but I still have a lot of ideas for drawing. Well, I don't know. Should look at more of these. There's many ways. Oh, maybe I should show, like put out there the Pompon mod I did, and then show that. Ask if someone wants their own version. I did that on stream, and they like. Then of course them paying me for doing their characters and mods. They can also have like Todd, you got a coconut. Oh, you got 2 coconuts. You know what that means? Nuts. 2 nuts full of milk. Not milk. You like that? Well, is there not chestnut? No, what do you mean? You won't find any nuts there. Yeah. But just only because Todd showed up. But that's just what it is, right? You made 1.5 points. I mean, you might find that. That would be nuts. I mean, in one way, I guess you're not absolutely wrong. What if Funfun had nuts? That would be nuts. Well, as I said, I was thinking about evil Funfun being, you know, with nuts. I had to stop people from taking it. But that's not how you do it. I still will. I available college. A 94% kid. Yes. What do you want? Like a. What do you want? Would you like a decimal? No, it's but I'm drawing seashell on top of boobs. Yes. So Ponpon will be a cis woman. Evil Ponpon could be a trans woman. I should do so, and then I'll do some art of more art of evil Ponpon, where you can see. I don't know, bulge. But anyway, so not when I was reading. Anyway, so I don't know what the art of evil Ponpon would involve in. Ponpon and evil Ponpon trying out different outfits and then being in their underwear. I figure that people like that. There we go. Starting to get far with it. It's the 11th. That means we're getting closer. Getting closer to. trying to look at. Oh, people. Okay, that's basic. So we're fine. Let's do, and fingers. It's typically starting drawing fingers, but actually I'm happy with how this turned out. And I hope Lay likes it. Well, of course, Lay will like it. And I think me drawing this is also giving me good thought. Getting better. I think I'm getting. Maybe I should start on the. And also, like before, I could also switch between two drawings. To, also, didn't change the category. There, there, there. Was the hair working? Was the hair working? No, the hair is unemployed. So, I guess I could. Uh, oh, thank you for the head pads. But the things going on. There's not much things going on, I guess. But like, oh, now I'm the mermaid. And then someone comes in like, wow, a mermaid bunny drawing a mermaid. Is that what you do? Drawing a bunch of mermaids. No. For as much as I like mermaids, this will be like the first mermaid. I think. I not forgot that I've drawn a mermaid. That would be silly if I did. Drawing a mermaid, so why not a mermaid? That's fair. I was I was thinking about how I as applies for the study grants, whatever you call them, money. I really should look up the seashells. Seashells feels a bit off. Well, the initial drawing. We shouldn't be too picky now, should we? Um. Yeah, so the school told how to which periods to request, I guess you could say, and then number of points and all that stuff. And then, so I did that according to what they told me, or told the whole class. And then later on, the first half year was fine, but the second half year I got a message that the dates and points I've specified does not align with what the school has reported. Okay, and then because apparently the school decided to split it up into multiple separate courses with shorter dates. Well, the dates are one after another, with smaller amount of points for each, which is, well, that's not what they told me. I got a message from whatever agency that it doesn't match up with what I reported, with what the school has reported. And then it tells me like, so what do I have to do about that? Well, nothing. Because if the school is reporting the next part, the next course, for the next period with the remaining points, then they will give me the grant as requested. If the school does not report it, then I will not get any more money. So I would therefore not even have to request which period it even should be. Couldn't that just be handled by the school in that case? Oh, well, I will see. Anyway, there's no issue, and there's nothing for me, nothing I have to do. I can't run these slides. Probably should have done that. Oh well. Maybe I should ruin the. Uppermost. Oh, no more mermaids. It'll be interesting then to draw the all the water and stuff. Doing the water effects. And let's see now. There's like this. Okay, let's try it. Long strokes like this is what I struggle on, but I do have to practice some. To be fair. And avoiding them is not giving me any practice. And also I was thinking, just started thinking about how annoying it is to live. Because it's talked about in school. How about if you're going to do like programming stuff, you kind of have to stay focused on keeping up with the updates when it comes to everything, and like spend some hour every day programming. So okay, so I should spend a day on that, reading up on everything new and on like every day. It's important to get a good sleep. But try to think of everything. Right? Things aren't easy unless you get 10. I think also a bunch of that stuff. If you want to be at the top of the top, I get the feeling. A lot when people talk about things you have to do. There's a lot of that. So, bikini time. So, and also the person teacher also said that when applying for work, you should also consider applying for work where you have to travel with. Like, yeah, which I've done. But the funny thing is, when I've done that, it's not like I've done it one time, but I've done that. Did continue doing that, but the people, the stories were like, "Why are you looking for jobs so far out?" It wasn't even far out, like an hour. But yeah, so that's instead of the reaction like, "No, we don't want this person. This person lives too far away." Or like, if you want to get a job, you have to throw like hundreds of those a day. Yeah, but then it takes like half an hour each. Wait, how long? This is some application takes like. If you actually were to go for that, and if you want to do 100, that would be 3,000 minutes. Might be a reason. No, it's 50 hours. Spend 50 hours a day. Throw like 100 applications a day, and you might get an answer. The thing is, that might be true, but then you're throwing a lot of junk out. Does not get attention. Bam. What I've seen working is when I have specified, focused on one thing, and then sent in an application especially designed for that job, which takes time to do, and I can't send out 100. That takes a lot of time to. But that's when I ever got answers. But you can do both. I've done both. People probably don't. Maybe it's 100 a week. I don't know. But I've done both. I think I got results from both. It's also a terrible thing to use. For anything. You have this mental thing. Where I just don't have any motivation. Unless someone is there with me. It's Justin. Ah, well, hello, cat. Part Chili. Voice is called chili if it's so hot. Good joke, right? I don't know what chili and chili comes from. Or chili. So, you got a nice collection there, girl. Oh, it's you're such a good girl. You're you're a very good girl. Lemon. I wish I could pet such a good girl like you. No one has dreamed in that in a while, actually. I forgot I have it. Hi, fun. Hello, Todd. Hello. Got anything interesting going on? So, I try to spend like so much of my time on my free time on streaming. Because it's still an income, and income is increasing as time goes on. Probably won't be able to make a living out of the income anytime soon. But a thing I do think would help is a 3D model. Would that give people more attention? Would people make more attention to me if I had that? Don't know. But what I've seen is that it seems to have helped some people grow when I moved over to model instead of a static one. It's like some people have had quite a growth after that. I'm thinking it might help me too. Could we fund that? I mean, you probably would enjoy having it too because then you can have like fun things like, well, a 3D pon with a very flowy skirt. I mean, I'm still achieved 1,000 followers. So that is quite something. I want a carrot for lemons. That sounds neat. Oh my. But where's my bonus? Can argue the carrot is the bonus. You don't always get a bonus, well then you don't always get a trade. How about that? Hmm? How about them apples? Pretty fun. Well, I'm simply a business bunny doing business. Wants all the bonus. Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to share all the bonuses with me, I'll take it. I'll take all the bonuses right now, please. Thank you. Business bond would take my off. No, I mean, the offer isn't beneficial to me. You don't know this business plan. I agree about it. Ask for more. No, a greedy bond would ask for even more. A business bond would ask for a benefit of the trade. A greedy bond would ask for more than just the benefit. Don't take that out of context. Okay, you already asked for all the bonuses. No, I'm not a greedy bond. I'm a bond doing business. I gave you all my bonuses. Well, that's too bad, and then. But I guess you don't get any more trades. Oh well. Thank you for the head pats. With charge, you can get more fruits, so you have more bonuses. But give me some peace. Every 125th bit gives you a fruit. Note to self, no more trading with fun. Okay. Well, that's a shame. I got some lemons to offer, but oh well. Also, you missed Janerto, who was here in the morning, in the afternoon, when the stream started. For me, I should probably not use relative terms. Yeah, you got some orange. That's how I imagine you said that. I want some royals for him. Want some royals? Royal bunnies. Oh, spying on Orima now. Orima got so many. I need to set USD to my friend. I actually got a few USD. Or put it on the bank. Got so many money. Actually surprised about how much there is, but you're still free to give me more. I want more money. Like, sure, I do have money, but I'm setting. I have that aside. No. But when I move out, I have money for that. Bro, it's a free bank. Or even is the best bank. Not confused with the West Bank. These are related. What you got? What you got? What are you, Geralt? What you got? I need to play with you. So I can go up to a shopkeeper who screams out what they have on offer for Geralt to then talk to them and ask what you got. Like I just told you. You missed that. I should play Skyrim. Play Skyrim. I should play Skyrim. How would you spell that? How would you say? How would you spell play Skyrim? And also oil and where I noticed someone said like, which obviously the joke about that everyone makes about Hello Kitty Island Adventure is how that title was mentioned in South Park, where I was on a stream and someone said like, yeah, they made the game as a reference to South Park, but no, they didn't. They did not. And then like, and they make the game right after the episode. Like, no, they didn't. The game is fairly new. The episode is very old. So got enough lemons. Yeah, someone has lemons. Rocketman, do you have lemons? Funcon, Lily, do you have lemons? Oh yeah, now we're talking. But why do you give Odevian bonuses? I want bonuses. Yes, I toppled him. Wait, who did you topple? I remember I used to hear this song everywhere. No bonuses for bunnies. That sounds quite. Oh, there we go. I checked at the same time. Well, you don't actually have much to offer. You guess you got an orange and a banana. Can I take an orange and a banana and give you a special fruit you don't have yet? Oh, it's Punt Pun. I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. Do you have all the... No, you don't. You don't have chest. So... What? How? No! No! Lily! Now you have to give... No! Okay, man, do you want a chestnut? Oh, there we go. Catch her. No, don't touch me. There we go. This is... How about that trade? You do have everything. So I guess there wouldn't be anything... Okay, a more serious trade would be this. You get... You get some... You get some royal fruit. But you already got one of each, but you get more of them. Huh? Yes. Greedy one. Yes, I am a greedy one. I am a greedy one. If type exclamation point accept... No, to type exclamation point trade, write the username you want to trade with. In this case, it's Pon. And then you type accept because obviously you want to. Is that a bad trade? No, you want another one with it? Let me know if you want another. It's a fair trade for Pon. Pon is only doing fair trade. Pon is the fairest trader. You won't find anyone trading more fair than Pon. It will play as though, so. I'm just collecting the fruit. That's all. Pon can't quit being greedy. I should be giving bonuses. Well, let's shake it up a bit. Let's shake up the deal. Such a greedy fun. Oh no! Oh, there's actually not a decline. Okay, command. But anyway, that's as I said. I mean, the to decline is just not accepting. Oh well, it was saying. I know, and give me a moment. I'll get some water. I'm the most generous. Don't you see? I'm offering up a carrot and two hot dogs. Don't you want carrots and hot dogs from Pon Pon? Wait, my sub ended? Honestly, didn't even notice till now. Oh, what's the Pon Pon emote? Pon Pon emote. Toy Bunny. Here comes the army. It's unfortunate, yeah. Someone got to consider delayed or delayed or delayed. No one cares, apparently. Only you cares, Todd. Quidditch stuff. No. Sorry, there's too many sword bunnies. They can't be stopped. When you have a swarm of bunnies. No, too much bun. What? I thought you liked bunnies. I'm dying. Help. That would be a drawing. Todd being swarmed in bunnies. Well, I guess you could commission me that. I'm drawing a character. Um, I'll add your character to crush. They're going for my ankle. I mean, what else can I go for? No, Plank, I told you, Ponish would take over the world, and they have. Who's Plank? But anyway. Everyone is screaming. Too many bunnies. Oh, yes, they're over. Yeah, no reference. Oh, that Plank. That's a Plank. Sure. Don't remember any bunnies though. Um, not any bunnies that would take over the world. Not any world dominating bunnies. I'm the world dominating bunny. So I'll take over the world. Just give me a moment. I'm working on it. Party. Is that a cube? Cube emote. Delete that part. But I could do another karaoke. Maybe I do that on the. Still like half 1 hour left. Should I do that on the affiliate day? Affiliate anniversary. Maybe because I think I could take some. I've already take a bunch of songs. Still haven't added them. Oh. I still wonder if there's a software out there which can take the microphone as an input device and then itself being an input device, which I could put in as a source in OBS. And this software will then have effects that I can enable. then I can save like playlists of effects that should be applied in a certain order at certain intervals. Because then I can set it up to so it applies effects to the song correctly, and it should have effects like recording, like of course simple things like echo, pitch, a different type of echoes. You can have like long delay. But then also being able to record for a specific moment and then store that and then play it back at specific intervals, at specific moments. That would be pretty cool. Hi, Pond111. Hello, Never. And hello to all the Blue Fox Ori, who does not get full name, and Lilibert thing. Too much effort writing out Orimian, right? But writing out the bonbon with spaces. Welcome, QQ9. And then Paneko No, that was quick. Double raid. Some cuties are raiding. Prepare yourself. Well, hello, cuties. I'm a cutie myself. I am Ponpon the Bonbon, and I'm currently doing an artwork of a mermaid. I like mermaids, which is why I'm making this artwork. I like years after I started drawing on stream. But still, better late than never. What were you up to? Because I assume you were doing something together. Otherwise, that would be quite a coincidence, wouldn't that? Just cat raid. Raid. Does this work now? QQ9 just were playing Cyanotype Daydream, the girl who dreamed the world. Yeah, I think, wasn't that? Which of course. Then what is your like? I guess you just get double rainbow. What does it mean? But I hope you had a good time, and of course, if you do need to go and have a rest, you're all free to go, of course. I appreciate you staying, of course, and sharing whatever happened. Is there any crazy things going on? Romantic Tuesday. Every Tuesday. Yeah. That I ruined that one. Every weekday is a traumatic weekday for me. Anyway, for some problematic visual novels. Oh, problematic in what way? Since that's quite a vague word. I'm curious. Curious. Trying to make a reference to Q. How else would you? That's what it says, right? Q. I think there was something with me reading the name in the past. I don't know. We had a problematic love story. I cried a lot. Oh. Sounds nice being able to get your feelings. I mean, other reasons, but that sounds. Because it's hard to say. Like, it sounds nice, but it's still nice having a story that still is so impactful. University lecturer falling in love with his student. Well, what's the age difference? Or rather, what's their ages? Because I don't know. Though, Red Cat, this is not how we introduce Fun to everyone. This is a very special Fun, which is very secret and expensive. This is the special outfit. Red Cats too. White Cat got a paprika. Yes, every day you get to redeem a fruit. Don't forget to redeem your fruit. Yes, QQ is the easiest way to remember my name exactly. How else would you say it? Cowcoy, Kokai, Yukai, Yukayu. Yes, the high school teacher. I meant university. Well, what is it? I mean, I guess it could be the same thing. Depends on where you are in the world. Because I don't know what a university is. I do know that in many countries around the world, from Europe to Asia, high school is the highest form of education where you get the, well, and what's before that is the middle school, which could also be called a secondary school, and before that you have the elementary school. Anyway, a 16-year-old, well, I mean 20-year-old. Wait, is it like 16-year-old in the game which you pretend is 20 on stream? Or is that like 20 in the English translation, but not in the original? Rose is 25 years older than the student in the English version, 29 in the original. So they did add 4 years to the student's age in the English translation. Well, I guess adapting it to the country that it is for. I was going to say, well, in Sweden it's 15 for the age consent, but that does not apply to a situation of authority, which would be in the case of a student and a teacher. In that case, it's 18, I think, because that's from that point you're just adults and do whatever you want. So it's still legal. The English version is shifted up a few years, but you can still hear the original dialogue in Japanese. Oh. Well. Or have the original dialogue. I don't. Well, yeah. That is interesting. Well, you say it takes place in Japan. I think just Japan, because I know China. Because I looked that up out of curiosity. I mean, I do know Sweden, of course, because that's where I am. Because I know Swedish. The literal term for the highest education in Sweden is high school. In China, they use the same system where they use as high school for higher education. They use call the school before middle school. While in Swedish is that gymnasium. But in Japanese, I'm not sure. I think I did it. Wait. Not that one. This one. We'll go to Oh, there. No, no. Yeah, it's a bit messy when it comes to. No, no, wait. No, no, wait. China doesn't use. No, no, China uses the. Yes, I think. I could be wrong. But not Japan. Japan does not follow the same system. Names same as China and Sweden. They follow the. They instead has. They call it high school despite not being the highest form of education. Why would you do that? That is strange. Wait. But that's because I'm from a country which uses the term for high school. So, because why would you not do that? And then people using the system like, no, it makes perfect sense. But of course, we can't have cultural diversity. That is not allowed. If I were to say that the. What would even that be in English? Because I'm not going to. I don't know what the English term for that would be. Because I'm going to a school at the moment. Oh yeah, that's what it stands for. The communal adult education. Not really sure what communal has to do with it. All the education communal. If you were again using the term like that. My dear, I'm gonna have to head out as my shush is getting the best of me. That's perfectly fine. Yes, you go and get your rest. That is fine. That is fine. Everyone is free to take the rest that they need. Well, I can talk about, I don't know, languages and cultural differences and people telling me that I'm saying things wrong because it doesn't apply to their culture. And I have to like sadly I have to follow. Yeah, we post streamed until we had no energy. That's fine. That is fine. I understand. I typically go until I'm exhausted too. So So I know that. I know that. And anyone like Wallace and Gromit? Have a lovely rest of the stream. Thank you. Always good to hear your voice. Well, thank you, Jessica. You have a nice voice. I'm just not taking the time to listen to your nice, soft spoken and so peaceful. I'm gonna leave everyone with a treat, haha. Oh yeah, people do like the bikini. I appreciate the outfit change. At least it wasn't a different one. Anyway. Cute bikini. And thank you for the headphones and time reps. I appreciate that. One thing I do when I speak English is that I'm lazy. um, Take for example the official term for the time change every year in English here in Europe and Africa is summertime. Some people insist on using the North American Australian term daylight savings time or daylight saving time. I don't know if it is. Case in point, there's just so many more words, so many more syllables, so many more complicated combinations of sounds. I'm lazy. I don't bother about that. It's summertime. Quicker, easier. And it's also the official term. But people still insist that that's not what it's supposed to be called. That's what it is called. That's the official term. And just part of me being lazy. I don't bother. I just say it what it actually is called. And same thing with the time itself. Yeah. It is currently 20 past 16. It's just that I don't bother converting it to 12 hours just because I'm speaking. Some people say that no, it's wrong. You have to speak 12 hours if you want to speak English. Well, shouldn't that be the case for every language that speaks 20? Like people speak Swedish in 24 hours. Sweden didn't use 24-hour time officially until sometime in 1940, 60. Don't remember. Too long ago. You could just make the same claim that no, it's incorrect to speak in 24 hours, but speaking Swedish. French, German, and Hungarian are also languages where they typically speak in Spanish too, I think. There's a lot of languages where it's Japanese too. Anyway, there's a lot of languages where they speak 24 hours, but that shouldn't, like, they must have started it at some point. 12-hour time was still like commonplace because that was how the clocks were made and still are made, analog clocks. So you could just as well argue that, well, that argument you would argue that, well, those languages are also incorrect when it's speaking 20. And while someone could argue that, well, no one else speaks in 24 hours. To which, like, yeah, I know a lot of people in English. And I know there's a lot of people who avoids it as if it was the wrong thing to do. It's only wrong because people say it's wrong. But it's, it's not, no one's going to stop you except annoying people. They're still not going to stop you. Still easy to just say 16:20 anyway, other than 20 past 16, but still, you can say like, oh, it's 16 now. I'm fine. Bloody. And I feel it to be a bit regressive. Is that correct term? Just say like, no, you can't do that. And this also falls into the whole me being lazy part. Saving the energy to bother about a bunch of conversions. But that means that I basically never use 12-hour time. I have to use the correct terms here. Basically never use 12-hour time. Use 24-hour time. Basically exclusively. But a lot of people, which I do find interesting, a lot of Europeans who communicate in English insist on using 12 hours. It would just be better to use 24 hours. Even Europeans communicate with, I mentioned this before, even Europeans communicate with other Europeans use 12 hours. All of us use 24 hours in our daily life. And I'm not talking about speaking, I'm talking about writing. It is less keyboard strokes to type 16 but then the 12-hour equivalent if you want to specify it as the exact hour. So I never really. People are of course free to do what they want. But it's almost like they believe that you have to do that just because it's English. I mean, I had a Polish person tell me that it is strange that I use 24 hours. Polish person from Poland, which uses 24 hours. Like, no, it's not strange. That's just normal. The whole world is kind of split 50-50 on it. Yes. Neither system is dominating. But the number of people using 24 hours has grown because in the past no one used it. So, well, I can't say no one, but a lot of people didn't use it. So I can see. But it is refreshing when people actually use 24 hours for like scheduling and stuff on Twitch. I know of the people I follow, there's like Ocean Ash is from United Kingdom, uses 24 hours, which is the official standard there. Well, both are kind of standard. 24 hours like more standard than 12 hours. in writing. Another streamer I know is Water Bunny. I do find interesting because he's from the United States, where 12 hours is standard. But if you do include like, yeah, but the schedule is like for the whole world, and yeah, you might have a large audience from the United States, for example. I haven't checked what my audience is. And like, yeah, I could understand why you choose to choose. I mean, especially if you're using like a time zone from North America, you would use 12 hours along. That's what I'm doing. I have time zones for Europe, North America, and Australia, and I'm using the 12 hours for North America and Australia because that's what's commonplace there. While I'm using 24 hours for Europe. So that's, I think, fine. That seems reasonable to do. Because why wouldn't I use the... Now I don't remember, because I feel like I was working on something where the information was to be provided to different parts, and I used the correct format for that part. And someone commented on why I'm not just using the same format across the whole world. Well, that's why different cultures, different stuff. There we go. Okay, I'm doing great. I'll do one of these. I like mermaids. So, now this is why we should have a different language as the global language that is more developed, more modern. What's the term I was going to use? Like Spanish or French. That isn't so behind where people used to move forward. Oh, I actually don't know. I don't know how many people would actually if I were to use speak 24 hours in Spanish. But it does get a bit silly because I've been trying to learn Spanish and German on Duolingo, for example. And it gets a bit silly when it's like, because problem with Duolingo is that if I have to learn it through English, and it's just not an English, it's US English, basically. Do they support UK English? Yeah, but it's always US English by default. And there are cases where like it's like here's the thing in Spanish or German, give it the it in English, and I provide it in English. No, that's wrong because that's not how they would do it in the United States. Yeah, but no, I don't care. That's too much effort here. So, I mean, sometimes they do accept variants. Yes, like although there's a question regarding how you should do that. For example, if you're learning German, and then you're learning the phrase. No, I actually need to look at what it is in German to get the point across. Why is the actual official term set as verified, where the non-common terms are? Anyway. Say, for example, you're learning the German word Erdgeschoss. Erdgeschoss, for example. Yeah. You're learning that term, and then your lingo tells you that this means the first floor. Because it is okay. And then I'm like, okay, that's the thing is, it doesn't mean first floor. It means, well, ground floor. Also, Australia gives the Australian version of the word, but they didn't list the Australian version here. Australians being Austrian. The English messing with my head again. Austrian term. Austrians being left out again. Austrian. Eastrian. Because it means ground floor. Because you could just be, because it's going to be even more confusing. Because you get like, what was it? Ashterstock, which is from the word first and floor, and then like, yeah, but this means second floor. Like, you can get off by one. Because sometimes they have like pair of words, and like you get Esterstock. And sure, I can't translate the first floor because that's what it means. And then, but then you got like, find the English pre-written word for Esterstock. Well, yeah, it's not written. It's missing. There's no first floor is not an option. There's a second floor as an option, but it gets silly like that. Like, why can't you just why isn't it just possible to teach like, no, this means first floor, but and in Germany, regardless which country you come from, and in Germany, you count, what does stock mean? It means a bunch of stuff. Stock means thick, weak. Story, which is for buildings though. Supply, the undealt stack of cards. All of the roots of a plant, which would be English stock. Interesting. I was thinking it was, no, I guess it's just. Because I just feel like it's a bit easier to having to like convert everything over to another system and just explain what the words mean more literally, and then provide the system separately. Because it's the same thing if I were to learn English. Now I don't have that experience because the English I learned from Sweden was UK English, which is the same system as Sweden. But if you have a mismatch in systems, you can still like learn what a word means separately and then learn how to count, which I think seems more reasonable. That might just be me. Because that's not how how you handle like money, for example. If you have a culture which has a subunit of 20, almost every single currency in our world is a subunit of 100. But if but so this is more applicable back in the day. So if you have a subunit, I mean, it's still applicable today because there is a country that actually there's two currencies that have subunits. Um, One that is actually a subunit of 20, and the other one is US dollars, which technically has a subunit of 100, but that's not how people use it. People are using subunits of 10s and 20s and 4s with unique terms. Well, at least the subunit of 4 is quite logical, but that's a quarter. Still a unique term. You have 4/4 of a dollar. And there's a whole point is if you have a subunit of 20, you wouldn't have a teaching thing that says like, well, when they say they have 20 of these, not 20, let's say I need a good number. 2. When I have 2 of this currency, it's not like you're learning that, well, this means 10 cents. No, you're going to learn that means 2 of this currency. So why can't we teach other things like that? Why can't we just teach that the stock means first floor? And then you can just, well, because the thing is, if you are going to speak, well, although that's probably is a thing, but people like when they speak English in Europe, where we use first floor, which is the first floor above ground. There's probably people who are going to call it like, because I've had people in chat who are argued like, well, we should just call it first floor, which is the bottom floor. Yeah, but that doesn't work in all the variety of languages. I mean, we could come up with a different term in English, but it doesn't work in Swedish, where we talk about how many flights of stairs you have to climb. It would be very weird to call the entrance floor the floor that you had to climb one flight of stairs to reach, even though you didn't climb a single flight of stairs. That would be very strange. Or in Dutch, where they talk about elevations, it would be very weird to call the entrance floor one elevation up. And there's more languages that are like that, where they German apparently not. They just have a. They talk about weeks for some reason, or like a stack. I guess you could say that after you go up one floor, you're on top of one stack. I want to see it from that perspective. But point is, isn't better? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just an idea. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's people who would insist calling the floor that has a number 2 on it and calling it the third floor because they're speaking news English. I've not experienced that myself. Uh, but it wouldn't surprise me if some people did it. Because it doesn't matter. Like, the place I'm going to school at, I don't know if I'm spoiling where I'm too much about myself. Okay, I'm going to make up. I want to change stuff about it just for my own privacy. So anyway, the school I go to. So I'm at the I'm on the. There's not a street outside the building, but so yeah, I'm walking on the street first towards the building. I climb a flight of stairs, one set of stairs. There's not two. And then I enter the building. And I'm on the third floor. I have not climbed, like, sure, I did climb a short stack of the set of stairs outside the building. It's like the building is raised up on a bit of a hill. But then I'm on the third floor, or the third elevation, if you want. And like, it doesn't, like at that point, it doesn't matter which counting system you used. The only thing that matters is whatever number they have put on the floor. And that's what you're going to call it. And there are other buildings like that. I understand that most buildings are like that, but there are cases where it's like that. So how about we stop seeing the whole floor numberings, because that's what Witchery said here. When I looked up Stock, it says im dritten Stock, which they said that means that on the third floor in UK counting, or fourth floor in the US. No, it just means on the third floor. Period. Or yeah. And I wish because there might just as well be buildings not following which just might call the floor you enter on the first floor in a region that you call the first one floor up the first floor. It might have a like there's also like basement floor, but maybe they decide that no, the basement floor counts as the ground floor, even though you can't enter that floor. You have to enter the building and go down the floor. It's just as well be a building like that. Buildings are very varied. As I said, there was that building entry on the third floor, even though I climbed one set of stairs. I wonder where like the proper ground floor entrance is on that building. I'll probably forget about it. I feel like that should be like a post. But yeah. Because I think my argument is basically, if someone were to speak German to someone else, or they speak German in general, and they go to United States. Then you speak German in United States. Are you going to insist that the floor with a number 2 on it is the first floor in when you speak in German with German words? Or are you just going to call it the second floor because it has the number 2? According to how Wiktionary is writing it, no, you shouldn't call it the second floor. You should call it the first floor in German. And I typically use like British English because I consumed a lot of British media. And it has similarities with English, with Swedish in some ways. But I don't use, like, I'm just calling the floor numbers for what I know. No one is writing about anything else. I'm just going to call the floors based on what numbering they have. I don't care what country the building's located in. So however, I can understand calling a first floor in the US the ground floor. I mean, that works still. That's like... But then you can't call the second floor the first floor. You would have to say ground floor, second floor. But anyway, that wasn't like an extra point. And that has nothing to do with the actual system being used. I'm just covering the whole translation thing. That's just one of the weird things people do. But people might have valid arguments to why my point of seeing it is like not ideal. I guess the basic question is, I guess I should ask people that then. Hello, Evelyn. Hello, Sparrow. E. I guess I'll have to ask people there. If you are from United States, going to Europe, asking someone or speaking to someone in English, and you have a building that starts on the ground floor with number 1 above that, are you going to call the floor with number 1 the second floor? That's basically it. And you can ask the question the other way around. I'm just curious, will people do that? It's an interesting question. I guess I have to make a post on Twitter and Blue Sky giving my opinion, and then I guess I'll have to ask the question as well. I guess probably isn't enough space to ask both ways around. We could try to make it work regardless of which region you're from. Like, if your region with that goes 1, 2, 3, would you call the floor that has the number 2 on it in the region that goes round 1, 2, the third floor. Yes, it gets very complicated to ask. I probably have to ask it more. Because always the problem with asking such a question is that you can also have people who are not from such a country that I guess I need, which they sometimes have at third option is I'm not from a country that's such a country. I can still answer the question. Because the problem is I think sometimes with these quizzes, no, it's not a quiz, polls, there you go, is that you can't see the answer unless you answer, so I do need a third not applicable option. So that's good that I was thinking over that. Sure, girl, you got a banana. Banana. Here we go. Okay, as we play now. I wonder if I could. Okay, I'm going to take a break now. I wonder if I should make such a point. You just get my thoughts and let's see people's opinions. Hmm. There we go. people might. But that's what I want to see, people's opinions regarding the thing. There's no worry. uh, we'll see, and then maybe I get replies that says, "No, I would actually do that," and I'm like, okay, I find it strange, but neat to hear people's opinions. Oh, I'm a mermaid now. I'm back from shipping. Oh, what were you shipping? Shopping. Hello, Janerto. Do you wanna give me your lemons and oranges, or someone else takes them? And snacks. I had some snacks. I ate all the snacks. Can I get your oranges and lemons and bananas? You don't have any hamburgers. You do have hamburgers. You don't have any hot dogs. You wanna make Fun happy? I wonder if I can afford it. Oh, my greedy bunny, as someone said. I want to collect the. You're still going to have one of each. I need to get them before Todd gets them. Doesn't know how to use this system. It's exclamation point trade for anything related to trade. The username that the trade is related to, and the word in this case accept if you want to accept the trade, or any other words. I understand. Yeah, I understand that people aren't used to it. It's fine. That gets you closer to all fruits. You're missing one special, I think. Did you redeem a fruit today? There seems, yeah, it will be a special. It should be 6 specials. You're missing. Which one are you missing actually? One ball for a hot dog. Ooh, yeah. I'll bring 2 hot dogs even. If I even have 2 hot dogs. You want my hot dog? Oh, actually, I only got 2 hot dogs. Get all my hot dogs. I guess I'll have to get the hot dog back. Yeah. Yay, thank you. Now I'm rich again. Oh my. I'm a Bob Remian. I need the ones from Remian too. How do I get those? Would be weird if you received my hot. Yeah, that would be kind of weird. I would. I'm already taken, so there's only one hot dog for me. Ew. But people are free to offer me their hot dogs, and I'll take it. Oh, no more memory time. Oh, Christmas. No, wait. You wanted me to wear the hat and nothing else. Oh, you really like that. That's like Christmas present. But, but why? You picked out. Some outfits will only when I have too many outfits for the. I need outfits in circulation. Then sadly I can't have pictures. Well, I could have a generic picture that applies to all outfits. Because I can't dynamically change the picture. This is a good mouse. That's a good mouse. What do I do a nose? I don't do humanistic noses. Maybe I just do that. I don't need the line next to it. Maybe I do small. Very small. Don't forget the socks. Yeah, that's true. The nice transparent socks. Hats and oh, a Swedish song. I should have more Finnish songs. But Jan Erso, speaking of Finnish, I don't know how much in Finland it goes on the news or how Finnish it was. Oh yeah, they are. What? For Eurovision, the the Swedish. Wait, what did I speak? For the Swedish selected song is by a Finnish band. A Finnish band from Pohjanmaa. Well, that's a thing. Yep. Did Finland pick out a song yet? Yes. Wait, why is the okay? The Finnish has Finnish. The Finnish is also selected a Finnish person, which makes sense. Which a song in Finnish, but with a German title. And this, oddly enough, it says that the Swedish song, well, the Swedish song is in Swedish, but they have Finnish phrases too, so it's just a Swedish and Finnish. Why not just because this says specifically the Vero dialect. Why not write Vero Swedish? I mean, they could use that on all the other ones. Although, I mean, if they were to, I mean, which kind of Albanian is this person? This person is from Skoder. Skoder. There might be a Skoder Albanian. Might not be. But you probably have to put the US English on all the US versions. I wonder if any of this is not US English. I do like the how there was like a like a thing before the Swedish song selection where they talked about how certain dialects and stuff are dying out. And then onto the music festival where more than half the songs are just use English. To then move over to Eurovision to where more than half the songs are just use English. And then it also makes it funny where I think there's some of them that are like celebrate Europe with using anyway, I mean it's being silly. Oh Janma. I guess you don't say po Janma. Could look up the pronunciation of it. Could I even listen to it? Po Janma. Finish. There we go. Well, okay. It says here that it's more like "och jam ma" because the n gets assimilated by the n gets assimilated by the m. So it's "och jam ma." Och jamma. Well, a bit short there at the end. Och jamma. There we go. Pohjamma. I have to practice more Finnish if I'm going to speak it. But as I said, I wanna. I was going to say. Well, as I said, I wanna speak Finnish. Sadly, that's not. I mean, it would be cool, but I'm not going to put in there. I'm sorry, but as said, I want to do the Ponpon mod for Spire 4. If only Spire Reignited combined kind of Crash 4 and Spire Crash Reignited, where I will do the Ponpon dubbing in every other language. That's going to be a thing I'm going to do on streaming as part, just a fun thing to do. And the Finnish is going to, because I'm going to do all the languages, Finnish is of course going to be one of those. So that's going to be a fun thing to do. I'm going to look up the pronunciation of every sentence. Spire doesn't speak too much in the game. It's a lot of dialogue. It's other characters. So, and there's like half of the stuff Spire says are in pre-rendered cutscenes. So, while I could technically still voice them, it would be Spyro, so there's no point of me voicing them. It's a shame that it went with pre-rendered instead of, well, not pre-rendered. Con, you might want to take time after stream to check your mic setup, because you sometimes fade really silent mid-sentence. I thought I made that even more. Why is that happening? I'm really trying to make it not disappear mid-sentence. Why would that happen? Like I have this thing that is set to... I mean, if I do this... this because it is this whole thing feels back for some reason. Maybe I just use this, and therefore we will not have any more issues. I assume. I don't. I could do that. Does that help or something? I don't know. It's just going to pick up the background noise in that case. That's the thing. Because probably it's not loud as it usually is. But yeah, I don't know what issues. I thought I made it so it should be. Doesn't sound familiar. What doesn't sound familiar? Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. And you can be here for me doing it in Finnish. That will be fun. Your spelling of Pohjanmaa did not sound familiar. Your spelling? I said Pohjanmaa. 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 I don't know. You mean pronunciation? Latest sounded pretty good. Well, thank you. I'm getting there slowly. But obviously I'm going to have a Swedish accent. I think someone said that when I said that I wanted to voice act every language, they were like, aren't you just going to have a Swedish accent when you speak in every language? Yeah. Yeah, of course. Just like I have a Swedish accent when I speak in English. Combined with the English British accent. Obviously, I don't sound like someone that comes from London or anything like that, obviously. But I would say like goes all over the place. I don't know. All fast cars. Wait. What's it over as well? Overall. There we go. But I said one thing I wanted to do for as a YouTube video, I don't know if it would be interesting. It's going through all the musicians that have competed for the different countries, checking where they are from, and then having that be the well, the country or the country they are competing for, if that makes sense. I could go one step further and also subdivide each country as well. Because that would actually be quite interesting to see a graph of where all the musicians like what's born, I guess, that like take part in Eurovision for Sweden, and then a combined one for all the. I get some ideas here. How do I best draw that? Can't really see on the reference art, kind of covering. Okay, let's look at some other artworks. A lot of this does not include it at all, but it is included on the reference art, so not things I usually draw. I just draw like that on this. Maybe I just do like that. But yeah, seeing where all the combatants are. Not the correct term. Would be neat. Then there would be I would assume I was thinking what could be possible on like a no, I probably don't have to do. But I was thinking if I have like a map of Sweden, then well, it would be a map of Sweden, Norway, and Finland as well. I don't know. So well, that's the thing I'm curious about. Which other countries do people come from? I might need a map of whole Europe. But then each dot had the year written in it. So this is enough for now. At least for another 20 years. How many years have Eurovision gone on for? Not 56. Okay, so at least 30 more years. And then it's been 100 years, and then you can't shorten it to 2 digits anymore. The years when it comes to Eurovision typically aren't abbreviated in the first place, which I prefer. Because if you got the space, you can use it. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to complete the artwork today. Spent the first hour driving, but it was fun driving. Hopefully it still remembers that I was going to make a big of a packet. And I had set the GPS. Otherwise, I should probably forget it for whenever I get back to the game. Which is fine. Whoop. And there we go. It's kind of like light. Like that. Hmm. Let's draw it down like this. Also not sure why it would. Like I thought I made the filter more sensitive but because it's backwards, I don't know how that works. Whole thing seems to be backwards. Seems like the whole filter is inverse from with another audio software I have. Maybe it's the other one that does it inverse. But it doesn't. And OBS does how music software usually do. But what I'm used to makes more sense. Although maybe they mention two different things. I'm just trying this with a very thin outline. I don't super fan of working with it though. But I wanted to give it a try. So that's hitting the point there. there. Yeah, we'll see how filling this whole thing will go as well. That's a fin. I think. Well, I guess I did draw a mermaid, because Pon can be a mermaid, and I did do the mermaid art for that, but but I'm not sure if that counts. Because a lot of that I didn't draw. This is mostly the Pon model anyway. But here's some good news. According to what? Related to the Pon mod for Crash 4. I've been talking to modder. Jag älskar att höra det. Wait, what part? That I got in contact with a modder who has modified the UI of the game, who seems to be willing to help me. They needed some help too, so we're helping each other, mutual modding, which is great. And because the thing with Crash 4 is that on the skin selection screen, which is a feature that probably a lot of people haven't. Actually, no one would be able to see that. If you play Crash 4, you can choose outfit. If you haven't played Crash 4, you can still select outfit. But that screen has 6 outfits wide, 5 outfits high, so 6x5 grid. And it's only the bottom row that differs between the versions, because 2 of the outfits are still, even though they shouldn't be, exclusive to PlayStation, and I almost feel like that falls under, because I almost promised to get those outfits, and if you promise something like that, you kind of have to deliver it, I feel like, and all they have to do is push it out. But I guess the company that made the promise does technically no longer exist. But if you purchase a company that has a promise, shouldn't that promise go over to the person who purchased the company? I don't know. Anyway. Because it wasn't just a thing they said, it was part of a reason for, like, they said that and sold the product. So I feel like you kinda have to pull that in, because you sold the product based on these things. But whatever. I guess they technically said it wasn't part of the game when they sold it, so anyway. So 2 of the outfits are exclusive to PlayStation. 1 outfit is for digital sales, so you get a physical one. That one isn't included. 1 outfit is if you register to Activision, which you don't have to. And 1 outfit was released with an update, which you don't have to get. That means that you can have all of the outfits, and you can miss up to 5 of the outfits, but not all 6. So regardless of which version you do, so yeah, platform or version, you will have at least 1 outfit on the bottom row, still making it 5 rows. So yeah, believing in promise that company has made is optimistic in first place. Well, yeah, but that's why I'm saying that's why they should be legally obligated to fulfill that promise. At least for smaller promises like an outfit like this, because they just have to release it. They're just sitting on it, basically. But anyway, that means that if you were to reduce the outfit list by just like, so therefore you always have 5, but if you do reduce it to 4 rows, those 4 rows would actually be centered. I'm sure if I pronounced that correctly. Those 4 rows will actually be centered. Here we go. And of course, if you load this 3, 2, 1, they will also be centered. So they have a function that centers it. But sadly, they have a cap. They will display up to 6 outfits wide, which makes sense, but 5 outfits tall. So a cap of 30 outfits, and that's a hard-coded cap, which is a shame. Not sure why they have it. Doesn't really make sense. Because you only need a cap one way, which they have in the width. And so if you only have a single outfit, that will also be centered on the width as well. But as soon as you have 6 outfits, well, it's still centered, but like in its allocated space. But when you get the 7th outfit, it will be added below the first one, not centered. But then you just fill out with more and more outfits. Not sure why they put then like row cap as well. That seems because the row cap wouldn't be applicable. Sadly, it's not a visual cap. It's an actual drawing out outfits on the screen cap. Hey, heyo, you got a paprika. How's it going? I'm drawing it, and that's going well, I guess. So that means that, and I've tested this and made sure it worked. So what I did was I replaced every single outfit with a default outfit to ensure that it doesn't remove any duplicates. It does not. I made every single outfit a default outfit, and that just worked. And I used the original file with 28 outfits. Then I added like 14 more outfits, meaning that I fill out the last row and add 2 more rows. And that didn't exactly work as I hoped, because it filled out the 2 remaining slots, the 5th row, and then it didn't show anything else. And you cannot scroll either. It's not possible. I then decided to change so the first row is the first outfit, the second row the second outfit, and so on, to make the scrolling more obvious. But no, it doesn't scroll. You cannot go beyond this 30th outfit, which is a shame. So I really hope the modder is able to remove that. Because I wanted to add 6 more outfits to Ponpon, and it would be rather cool to actually have a mod for the game that has more than 30 outfits. Back. Hello, Jimmy. I didn't even know you left. Sorry for not paying attention. You're leaving. However, the modder has not looked into how to do that, so there's no promise that actually will happen. But if it happens, I have 6 more outfits to make. And people wanted me to do certain outfits. So 3 cosplays, which would be Elora, which some people want Pompon to wear. Even though Pompon kind of already got a leafy outfit, but I guess we can have another. And Laura Croft would be another one. Not sure why, because I have no connection to Tomb Raider. But sure, I'll do that. And then, what was the third cosplay people wanted? I think a regular fawn from the level. But they have a different outfit, so it feels kind of weird to pick 2 spawns from Spyro though. So if people have another idea for a cosplay, I'm up for this. Not that we'll have to spend too much time thinking of it about it, because still don't know if it will happen. Week's groceries, alright. Was putting them away. That's fine. That sounds like a very important thing to put away. This modding thing reminds me of one mad lad who has reinvented a reverse engineered MechWarrior 5 mercenaries because the base coding did not allow this thing. Oh yeah, I've seen some crazy moddings. Or so I understand. On the Panty Raider, what do you mean by Panty Raider? Where did that come from? Not raided any panties. Ember the Dragon cosplay, how would that work? Like a suit like I did for Off Benny. But with horns on it. I guess I could do that. No, it means that Pompon should be naked. I should also get contact with the modder who made it so that you get you get the outfit, because the power-ups changes your outfit to a power-up outfit. Someone made a mod that, well, prevents that from happening. Which is fine. But except that mod will actually crash with my mod, but whatever. But I was thinking maybe that modder knows how to make it so that I can have it, because I can still keep the power-ups. I mean, I spent time making them, plus that's how the original game works. But anyway, I guess I could just try to update my mods to actually compatible with that power-up mod. But anyway, the idea I had was that when you get a power-up, instead of every single outfit going to a specific power-up outfit, there are multiple variants of the power-up outfit. Of course, not for every outfit, but one for Evil Pompon, for example. And so, because she has black fur and stuff. And then one for Dog Pompon, because the ears are different. Kind of weird that Dog Pompon becomes Bunny Pompon with power-up. Dogs becomes bunnies with power-ups. It would be fun to just have that just stay the same. Which is a thing they should have done in Crash anyway. Because you can be like fake Crash, fake Coco. As well as the we should call it Bat internally, I think. The alien forms. which looks very different. They really should have had their own power-up upgrades. But I'm glad I was able to do the tablet upgrade though. And earlier I was playing Fire Emblem Paths of Radiance. It arrived yesterday, and I needed to test it to verify it works so I can leave a review to the seller. Well, that's good that you're leaving a review and doing it after testing that it works and not before you receive it from other people. Good. When I buy clothes from that store, I can leave a review to get points, but the points run out. So I actually don't leave a review until I'm going to make another purchase. Because I get points and then I make. There's a bit of a silly system. Maybe those points don't run out. And in that case I could leave a review immediately. But I need to get time to try out the clothes. So there's that. Why is this? So it's wrong. It was nothing. I think I got every single line now. Not sure if I like the mouse, but anyway, how's it going? Got to this, the cover, I didn't even read that comment. The cover with original cover art inserted in the manual, all in very good condition too. Nice. The original North American release, I assume. So not the original version, that would be cool too. But that's good. Good. Also gonna command the seller on the packaging. It was a self-sealing box and taped up and put into waterproof bags so they can't be exposed to rain or the liquids. That's good. Yeah. It's kind of hard too because you want to give 5 stars to everyone who like meets the bare minimum. That actually does the thing. But then there are those people who go the extra. And they're like, yeah, but I can't give it like 6 stars. And it would be kind of rude to give everyone else 4 stars. And just reserving it for 5 stars. Just a tricky situation. Well then, with this done, I just basically have to put a frog somewhere. I hope I need the proportions right. Yeah, no recommendations is it's regional lock unless you jailbreak it, of course. Alright, it might, yeah, it would be. Well, I mean, you could have a Wii from a different region. What do I know? I mean, Not that you would get the Japanese version anyway, because you probably wouldn't be able to read it, but it would be an interesting challenge. But also, it would, yeah, that was why this was the right question. Would make the most sense. Certainly. So I was thinking about taking a quick 3 minutes break. If that's okay with you all. And then I guess I'll come up with something for a frog underwater. So, quick break. Ta-da! Sword bunny. So let's see now. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Oh, perfect timing is when. How is it? With back dot. That one. I should draw Froggy with Shalabra as well. I was there last time, even though I was waiting for him. Well, yeah, I was going to ask you if you can see um I'll still chase that anyway. Because you can make like a special message like that. If it shows up. I think they made it show up on mobile. Finally. It doesn't show up on the on-screen chat though. Special message. Ooh. Yeah. If that shows up for Pon. If that shows up for Orimian. Orimion Pon. On Porimian. On Rimian. Anyway. How do we do like frog under water, not underwear. Slightly different. Okay, let's use this as a reference. Special message. Well, sadly you can't send secret messages. In one way, I can see how that could be abused. But I feel like the streamer should be allowed to. I'm not really sure when I will use it anyway. Because if you use commands and redeems and stuff, you kind of want to see. For example, if you do the fruit redeem. Well, I could make... I don't have the option to, but if I had the option to, I could make it so that the result only shows up for the user requesting it. But it will reduce the clutter, but I'm not sure if it's necessary. And other people might want to see what the fruits are, so... I was just supposed to draw a frog. That was the thing. however I draw a frog. That's a beautiful frog. And then I need a good size too. Since frog is only a specific size compared to even though I'm kind of not drawing frog, I'm still drawing based on the stock photo. But I'm gonna have a look at Froggy after this sketch and see how to frogify this frog. Sounds weird. Because isn't it already a frog? How do you frogify? And by frogify, obviously means making a frog look like Froggy. Okay, Froggy time. What's the second picture here? Hug. Rooming is fun, but I want high spend please enjoy. Fun hugging a cat. That's Pun Pun hugging a cat, wishing she could hug. What do you mean? I should put this one in references. Yes, it's a cutie mud. It is a cutie mud. I do like how it turned out. Okay, it's how's the cute bunny doing today? Today. I'm doing my usual, I guess. The reference art has a froggy corner. Froggy has a very specific pattern too. Okay. Froggy's body. The thing with Froggy is that he has a very... He's very orb shape. He's an orb. Okay, that doesn't make sense. He's an orb. I might be starting a new job here soon. Whoa! Might with the CEO on Thursday as long as they pay for my certification. I'll be starting there soon. That sounds good. I really hope it works out. I really hope it works out for you. Okay, so I really don't know what. I mean, technically, Froggy is not a frog. Froggy is a Chiarotti. That's very Italian. Which is a very orb shaped frog toad. Road. Me too, because it's better than the one that's my king's measure found for me each price. 300 a month. Numbers. No, it's just the numbers because, well, it's numbers. No currency. Guess that's what the foot should look like then. A year, not a month. Yeah, that would be crazy pay for a month. Regardless of currency. I mean, it would be really good pay in. Actually, I guess it wouldn't be crazy pay inside currencies, but. But yeah. Nice. That's how I should do the food. Because I actually don't have any page only. I can make it away from $100 a day to $3,000 a day. Trying to figure out what that would be. But that would basically be No, I probably have to change this up a bit. But yeah, that would that would be nice. Manningham is someone pay me 100 of currency. um to do a commission, something like that. Because I've seen some people do like get like modding commissions, and I'm like, I probably should show people that I could do some work if a person wants a certain character or something. Because well, I got some experience, I guess you could say. I just need to come up with a idea for a price then. It would be a base price for the character, but then an additional price for every outfit you want, because maybe the person only wants a certain number of outfits. Only downside is it's all based on commissions. How does like what's the because I was going to say like commission work. Um, yeah, yeah. I really hope I get some kind of job. I'm going there doing the education now to get the opportunity. And yeah, I'm taking the education to get well the contact to companies and stuff, and that as part of the education includes internship, and I hope I could involve get that to become a proper employment. But we'll see how that goes. I'm working on a commission right now. Yeah, I hope that goes well. Yeah, I should probably just post. So Portugal, if I may ask, which platform did the person find contact you on regarding this commission? I was curious if I should also post. Probably post it on every. Actually, anyway. I'm just curious what to do with that. And how much they showed us was from a new guy who had over 10k in 20 days in commission. Probably the one of the I was thinking depends on how your relation with the job is, but that would be like the picking out the one person who did the best from, of course. And no, that wouldn't be when it like, well, there was one person. Yeah, one person. What's the average? But I don't know how the. Okay, I'm getting something here to work. Something like that. I would even see that right here. Yeah, look how different the frog is from this frog. More shaped like that. The frog is slowly evolving. Well, I say, I do really hope it works out for you, that you get it and actually manage to get a bunch of commissions. And I should post the artworks I've done somewhere so I can get people to see them. Okay, let's do the. And what's the nose like? Let's do it more. So, what is this I came up on while lurking in the shadows of the realm of Twitch? Hello, World Effect. This is Pon the Bonbon and Bunny be VTuber, I guess. I'm going to at some point evolve into a 3D model. I'm currently drawing a mermaid. Just floating on the water. With her frog friend. Next. Bye. Hola, you draw better than me. Well, thank you. Don't know how well you draw. I think you can draw nice. I don't know how you draw like, so I can't tell actually. But I hope you're welcome. Thank you. I would be interested if you. Oh, thank you for following. I appreciate that. I am curious. No, I mean to be fair, I'm basically the same when I see an artist like, ooh, you draw better than me. I'm jealous. So definitely know that feeling. But I still feel like I still have a lot to learn. Am I making this bot a bit too? How would you phrase that? Dumpy? I think they won't like it. Both of them. I mean, so of course they will like it. As I said before, plushies. Thank you for throwing plushies at me. Hello, Santi. Hi, I like mermaid and skydiving. Look, it is. I'm drawing a mermaid. No scuba diving taking place though. But there is this frog. So I don't want to come in. Give me just like 10 seconds. And that was 10 seconds. No, I don't know. But now the dog is in here. Sniffing. If I was good at this, I would abuse my drawing and make animations. Oh wait, okay. Okay. Well, making animation is quite the effort. I want to do animations. I'm not touched any of that because I'm afraid of how much work it will be. I did try, actually. I mean, to be fair, I've done 2 animations. That would be one of the animations. Or you mean, could post the other animation as well if you want to. That one is like half fully. I mean, both are like hand drawn frames. But I did do a lot of. Yeah, that's the other one. Well, I had to. Most of it's fun when it happens. Welcome back. Well, thank you. Anyway, as I was saying, doing animation is a lot of work, but I do want to do it because I want to do a few animations. Well, it sure is a lot of work. I would have to learn how to draw faster because I can't spend hours drawing one frame. I would need to be able to do one frame much faster. But a lot of when it comes to drawing is doing sketches and sketches. And I think a problem I believe that a lot of people miss out on is doing sketches. And when they do sketches, they don't even do sketches properly. Like, either they try to... because when it comes to drawing, it's about technique as well. And let me. So typically, what I will assume people are trying to do is drawing the final artwork, like line art, right away. They just start on something blank. I wouldn't have this prog here if I didn't do five stages of sketching, for example. The feral pompon I did in 3 stages of sketching, I think. And sketching doesn't take too long to do, but it's worth it. And then, like, there are some people like do sketching, but they are either not doing sketching that actually helps, like the sketching that is done is completely meaningless to anything that is done to the artwork. Or they are doing sketching, which is fine and useful, but it isn't used. Like, the sketching is completely... It's done as, well, you have to do sketching kind of deal, but then sketch is not even used for the final line art. Like, yeah. Right, wait. So it is a technique to something like that. But I feel like the body should be like pushed together a bit. Okay, what size should this froggy be? It should be like palm size, so this is might be actually a good size. And it was just on a whim. That's an expression. Oh, hydrate. So, I do have the well, I do have to open up the reference again. The palm size, that's according to the so I guess slightly smaller. But I mean, there's also different depths, so froggy might just be on a different layer of depthness. Which could be possible. That's going to be a nice way to get me out so I don't have TV in the background when I try stream. Let's see, how is the... Okay, it's just not very... Not a very defined amount. Case of droids, however you feel like. Oh, elegant dress. My. There. So I'll do line art and then we be happy with that for today. And then of course Froggy got a bunch of patterns. A bunch of pattern. It's a very specific pattern. I'll see if I can. The eye is very has a very specific style to it. But yeah, there we go. Wrong outline. Okay, the butt is kind of weird, but it's okay. Okay, let's see if I can do the body pattern as well. Now let's see, where are... Oh, that means I have to start up Discord again and start up the browser, and I don't think I increased the streaming quality at some point. No, I did. Well, I guess I don't have to start up Discord, but I'm doing it anyway. Now, let's see here. They should have a picture here of... I wonder if this is a website saving it as JPEG or if they just said JPEG, because getting accurate colors while you're saving it as a JPEG is a bit... It gets in dots are large, but... But you kind of put text over there on them as well, so... Anyway. Okay. It should actually not look like that. Let me change that. Elegant dress is over. It's over. Okay, let's do that instead. Okay, should be a spot here. Here. And then... Oh, mermaid. Nice, swimsuit. I'm not sure. I wanted to say bikini instead of mermaid, but it was neither. Good there, Pun Pun. And then there's like... like that. A failed dog. A balloon animal. I think this wouldn't be good enough for a pattern. Try to concentrate on music so I don't get distracted by the loud background noises again. And I have noticed that in the VODs that the background noise is picked up, which is not fun. Because it ruins clips and stuff. I had to do one clip where it's a background noise in it. Like completely unrelated to the stream or anything. Well, that's fun. Don't know if it affects people wanting to watch the stream too when there's a lot of background noise. But oh well. Thank you for the hands, pets. I appreciate it. I'll wait until I get a job. I can move out. This one would be more like this. There. That's pretty neat, I think. Oh, no more swimsuit. Oh no, Pompon lost her swimsuit while she was out swimming. I guess, mermaid. Which I guess again is probably a drawing people want to see. Thank you for the tower-ups now that my tummy is exposed. They were available before too, because some rubs do work on any skin-tight outfit. So not a dress, basically. But I guess you won't actually have hand-to-fur contact. You don't accept touching the swimsuit. Because then the swimsuit might get dirty by your greasy cheese doodle hands. Okay, I'm not sure if that works, but I'll try to although one could argue that this one should almost be visible. Let me try that. No, it would basically not be visible. There we go, that's Rogandish pattern. Okay, I'm getting a headache now, so too much noise in the background, plus the outbreak is coming up, so I think this is a good place to stop. Blush, yeah, you like the idea of one pun without a swimsuit on. I mean, technically I don't have a swimsuit on right now. But you know what I mean. No, wrote something to me. So, I do have a few more, like, streaks and colors to add to hair on Lay, but I'll get to that when I get to the coloring phase. But what I could do is fill the eyes. So having them unfilled. It's so weird. So I will fill them before I post it. And I will see. Oh, okay, yeah. No more outfits redeems now because I will just fill this and then I will. End the stream. Question if I want to. Oh, I didn't add extra details on the eyes, so I'll have to do that next time. Next time, not this time. See my. Obviously, this one takes much longer than the other one, but that's because this one is bigger than the other one because this one is closer and more facing towards the viewer. There. That's what I wanted. I need to go right now. Yep, that's fair. So let's read out and sounds like a good idea. So who do we have as? That's not what I wanted. Who do we have as a target? As an offering. It is Tuesday. Frog streaming. Or streaming, I guess. Man Frog, the channel is currently active. Man and Frog, the characters, are currently streaming. We have to go to Man Frog. Man and Frog are an all ages channel. So don't swear. Basically. So I hope you stay for the raid. I'm going to show the artwork to them. They probably will like it. Obviously they will like it. They're currently doing a round of marbles, it seems, but otherwise they were supposed to do art. Not sure where Froggy is though. Plays on screen. Maybe they're having a break and plays entertaining the audience. Anyway, get your bunnies ready. We're going to say hello. Hello. No, we're not going to say hello. We're going to say hello. We're going to say Rabbit Stampede. I'm going to pick the one with the flags. I think that's a good one. And while they do not have any channel points, which also means that they do not have any ads, they do still have, like, they don't have Twitch channel points, they do still have internal channel points, so you can still redeem stuff. You just have to check that stuff in a different way. But, yeah. Let's go. Have a good day. Thank you, cats. I hope you have a good day too.